All right. Well, we've got a pretty decent crew in here, so I'll go ahead and get started. First off, I'll mention that this is recorded. I do try to post these at a decent time on YouTube. I think I'm one behind again, so hopefully I can get both of these pushed out, most likely tonight. That way, for folks that are interested in the recording side, I know that this isn't an ideal time, especially for our folks over in Europe. So I do apologize for that. It's just a bit more convenient for myself, so I'll be like a little bit selfish with the angle of, of presenting our weekly voice chat, but also providing it out in a recorded fashion. I record it both on the Twitter Spaces. It should be recorded. It might actually not be, but I have it being recorded on OBS Studio on my side, so I'll make sure I get a YouTube video created up for that and push that out when I can. So first off, welcome to all the folks that are coming from our YouTube audience. Appreciate you guys stopping by. If you're not already, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, liking this video, it certainly helps us out to kind of showcase our brand a bit and just kind of give more general awareness to that audience. Yeah, we're not super popular on YouTube. We don't create a whole lot of content. Some of it's focused on our utility. I'd like to make more of it focused on our utility, but for right now, primarily it's our voice chats that we put up there that I think can be helpful. If anyone wants to kind of go back and kind of look through our history, I think it might be some good learning lessons for folks that are in the space that are kind of curious about like our journey. It's almost like a log, if you will, of our journey, and it's got good content. So yes, that's our YouTube side. But without further ado, we'll kind of jump into it. The way we normally set up our formatting here, we primarily just go through, the announcements that we've done throughout the week. Maybe give a little bit of alpha behind some of it if there's interest, or if anyone has any questions, and then we'll kind of just jump into like a Q&A, AMA style. Really anything, just chat, shoot the shit about new mints, what's going on in the space, real life things, really anything. So we'll kind of just jump right into it. So starting off, the end of last week, as far as quality of life updates, Foxy List and Foxy Suite, we changed the pricing up on them. So they used to have a bulk price basically to do that specific action, and we modified it to be per NFT. That basically just helps to reduce the amount of Foxy that gets burnt without actually doing the action. So that way we don't have to kind of retroactively go back and provide that Foxy back to the person. So like they might get locked out of being able to use the tool if Solana rugs them, the actual network rugs them. So we made it per NFT to avoid the loss of fees at the start. We also did a pretty big update, which I know when we first came out with the tool that we were kind of like really against it, but there's just been so much of a demand from like the people's side. We enabled Foxy Swap to support like direct soul sales. So it was always meant to be like one-to-one from like a NFT to NFT type thing. And people were arbing based off of whatever the NFT value is. They just trade for a low valued NFT plus whatever the Solana is for the actual trade. And now we eliminated that. So you can do a NFT for Solana or Solana for an NFT and a Foxy swap. So I think that's pretty big for the space based off of what we've been hearing folks are interested in. As far as missions goes, we also have the option once you're completed to either claim or claim and stake. And the way that works is if you claim it, then you have the Fox back in your wallet. Based on when you claim and the missions that are coming out, you can restake it. If you do the claim and stake after you end, it will just get staked back into the normal staking contract. So you get the 100 or 25 Foxy per day based off the type of Fox that you're getting back. And we also did the staking format where it freezes the permissions on it. So the NFT will stay in your wallet even though it is staked on our platform, and you can't sell it after. So as it's staked, you have to unstake it in order to still sell it. But that just kind of puts it in a spot where you can kind of showcase off your wallet if you needed to. Again, it's always shown in our dens, regardless of if it's staked or not staked. But this just kind of gives a little bit more flexibility to people and for them to have an idea of what Foxes they have and what wallets. Because if you're not going into our staking platform and looking through every wallet that you have, like myself, I message Brink sometimes like, "Oh, I just found a random TFF in a wallet," and realize, and he's like, "What do you mean you found it? It's not like a $20 bill you find in like the pocket of a jacket." But I mean, we've had TFFs and Foxes like forever, so I've gotten spread between a bunch of different wallets, and it's just helpful to kind of keep track of certain things. As far as our Dens collabs goes, at least initially, we pushed out the DGods Den to their team. So that's now, if you go through our directory, you see the DGods Den in there. That's associated with their DAO. We did also create, or are in the middle of creating, the Bape Social Club Den. So I believe we've only posted the exterior for it so far, but we should be posting the interior for it soon. So I'm pretty excited to be collabing with them as well as far as the den goes for their DAO. We pushed out a new set of missions, which are underway. Should be wrapping up within the next day to 4 days, depending on when you were able to unstake and stake. And I actually forgot to mention to Dev about the idea for, as time goes on, if people like miss the time to unstake and restake, if there's like a little bit of a mini buffer, we can kind of set them back. I mean, at least a minimum of like 6 hours or 12 hours or something like that. That way you're not locked out of doing missions if your Fox is eligible for it. I have to talk to him about that, so gotta make sure I note that down. We did the loyalty airdrop. So I know it took us a little while to get a message out about that because people were wondering if it was like a scam thing or whatnot. Even though we posted an announcement about it, but we didn't like explicitly talk much about like the actual token, because it's really a Dens token where you can add it as an interior room, and it's called the Orange Origins, which basically has like a I want to say like a pyramid type of vibe, but like an Egyptian style to it, that has the Key Spirit Fox, and it's got some gems and gold, and it was just that was the loyalty reward that we sent out. It was based off of folks that had Foxes staked between December-ish sometime. I know we put specific dates, and I'm terrible for not having remembered that, to early February. So if you had your Fox staked for that whole period, you should have gotten airdropped one of those tokens. If you did not, I know that Dev was working on putting together a form for folks to basically submit the evidence that they had Foxes staked that entire time. I know that's probably very difficult for like some people to do, but to at least have like the initiating transaction and the ending transaction for when it was staked and unstaked would give us an idea for how long that was actually staked for. So a little bit complicated if you want it, but just as a heads up, if people feel like they were supposed to get it and did not, that we do have a way of letting you provide evidence for it. We did have a little bit of leadership change within the group. So basically, Raffles or Papa Fox has kind of stepped down from the art as the art director for our project, and we've kind of had additional folks help us out from the creative side, including Brink himself for some of it. If Brink wants to talk more about that, I'll let him talk more about that. And we've added in Gwen Stefani as the head of marketing for us. So she's been primarily spearheading the Twitter campaigns for the most part. The Orange origination is by none other than the Bronx himself. So that's been super helpful recently, and has definitely kind of caught the attention, I'll say, within the community. So definitely appreciate those efforts, to say the least. So it's worth mentioning there. Then we pushed out the raffles. So the raffles opened up, let's see, I think we started the raffles on the 27th when we posted this. So the raffles, 2,500 tickets at 2,000 Foxy apiece, so 5 million Foxy total. We sold out yesterday, day before. We sold out, I think it was 2 days ago, of those raffle tickets. So we will be doing a drawing for them. That'll go out with tomorrow's announcements. I mean, you'll see it as they're going out live. but then we'll also mention that out in the announcements tomorrow. But the prizes that we've included in there, what's fun, what's worth mentioning that I think is kind of fun, is from a portion of the income that we've gotten from our token market. We've actually provided some of the prizes based off of projects that are on the token market. So that includes the Xanthian Raptors, which I know today has been like back and forth in their pricing, Remnants, Glitterflies, and Genopets, which actually had appreciated quite a bit. Then we have two famous foxes, two transdimensional foxes, a common den plus an alien den, a mortuary plot and a minion, two omens of Olympus, 10 epic rooms, 5 unique rooms, and 20 of 20k Foxy each. So, huge prize pool. Stoked for the prizes. Can't wait to see who wins what. Unfortunately, I didn't get as many tickets as I would have liked to have gotten before it sold out. So I actually didn't realize when we were that low. I've been traveling for my normie job this week a bit, and I saw announcements going out back and forth, but I wasn't able to procure as many as I would have liked to. And we also added in. I forgot. Dev told me that he was going to add in the Foxy Burger Den, the 101 Foxy Burger Den. So that will be included in the raffle pot with all the other prizes. So tomorrow 1500 UTC. That's when we're going to do the draw. So I wish everyone good luck on it. Quite a sizable prize pool, and definitely some things to be desired in there for sure. And it's worth mentioning too the auctions. So our auctions are currently live. I'm sorry, the auctions ended. The auctions ended that we've had this week, and I'll mention pricings on those for the Foxy once I get to like the other announcement section. But the one of one that was created by Xeno, which was like the Robin Hood Fox. I forget the official name we put for it. That was won by the FoxyDAO for 1 million Foxies. So that's an all-time record for one of our one-for-ones from the Famous Fox Friends and Foes collection. Um, Dev put the comment in there that sadly they're poor again, but I thought that was pretty cool. Just because I really appreciate like the sub DAO side of things with a lot of different projects that exist out there. Personally, I've been pulled into like a bunch of them for other projects, but outside of like the Bronc DAO and Burt DAO that exist within ours to a certain degree, I think the Poor DAO is kind of more so like the first one that's done like a large scale like activity like this to participate, within the community, and I like that. I'd love to support that more. So if anyone is interested in heading up any efforts that are kind of similar to that for like launching and kind of creating a sub DAO within the Foxes that you guys want to do some form of like a mission for, not a specific staking mission, but like an actual mission for the sub DAO. More than happy to support it. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I mean, if you're looking to get some buy-in from our team, just like reach out, give us ideas of what you're like to work on. Alkine has the mortuary plot / Ash initiative for I think initially acquiring one of Xeno's auctions that was going on for Ash. I think that might have kind of morphed a little bit. I'm not sure if he's won any yet. But really, anyone that's interested in getting involved in some form of a community-wide sub-DAO activity, something, definitely interested in supporting those efforts in any way, shape, or form that we can. So reach out, I'll say early and often, and if you need to leverage us for anything, DMs are always open, so definitely reach out. We did add this week to Pikachu as a blockchain advisor for us, so he works few, although there does seem to be, give or take, 20-ish plus collections that will be launching on OpenSeas. So Famous Foxes are officially one of the first that will be on there. So super, super stoked about that. It's been one of those things where it's like, I mean, they contact you at some point in time, and then obviously they're like, don't say anything. So there's only, you know what I mean, there's only so many people we could tell, because we need certain like creative elements, and we need certain things we have to submit to them. So we had to keep it kind of like on the DL. Some people listen to that, some people don't listen to that. That's why there was like speculations all across the board on Solana. And once they finally got the wallet integration piece like working on OpenSeas, then people like just started speculating even harder until OpenSeas basically gave us the okay to push out announcements. And they like legitimately, like they didn't give us a heads up. They're just like, okay, everyone can send out tweets now. And we're like, but we weren't ready for it. So that was just one of the really funny things, because a lot of other people, I guess they had, between them like already just being anxious and wanting to push something out immediately, they had some pieces created. So people were like wondering if we were going to be one of the collections on there as well. And we got together in short order some good creatives for it, and push that out. I'm still going to say that Brink's the one that created that, so he can slay me later if he wants. But I love the creative side that Brink brings to the Foxes. We did also added, so that was kind of like the main announcements from like earlier on in the week. Then we added in the Foxy bid, so now you can bid on multiple NFTs on Magic Eden's floor in one go. So basically, it's kind of the same thing as Solanart has for the global offers. The cool part about it is, though, even though you are bidding on a bunch of NFTs, it depends on how much Solana you have that you lock into like that bid, or that you have in your account. But basically, if you do like a 10 Sol bid and you do it on like 10 NFTs and you only have 10 Sol, the first person to accept it, it accepts that transaction. The rest of them get invalidated. So that's pretty cool to kind of mention for folks that use the Foxy bid. And we'll also have a bulk cancel for your existing offers. Let's see. Jumping into the next thing, Foxy bid. Foxy bid lets you bid on multiple NFTs. As I mentioned, it costs 20 Foxy per NFT. So that's just worth mentioning from a Foxy side, what you need to enable that. And Foxy Raffle, we mentioned. Our missions round 7. Sorry. We have our third collab mission, which is going to include Jambo Mambos this week. So you have a common fox that's included for the Jambo, and the common fox is a scarf, sweater, turtleneck, hat, cap, shirt, t-shirt, basically almost every fox. And then you have just a normal cap, a single cope, an afro, a crown plus castle, and then you have the Viking hat / armor combination. And I believe it's both light or dark armor for the Viking. Same thing for the hat and same thing for the armor. It doesn't have to be a matching set. That would be like very few NFTs. Still is quite few, but that would be even more limiting. I mentioned the auctions, so let's jump into it. The auctions themselves did conclude. So we had 6 NFTs in total on there, one of which was an ETH NFT, which I think is kind of sweet. So we had, let's go from top to bottom, most expensive to least expensive. The Degen egg went for 600,000 Foxy. So the person that won that got a hell of a deal. So yeah, 600,000 Foxy for the Degen egg, which was, so everything but the ETH NFT has been sent out. ETH and Tayo, actually, I don't think the Tayo has been claimed yet. Degen egg went for 600K. Tayo Baby went for 450K. Baby Boryoku went for 427.5K from our very own Ramon. I should say Degen egg was won by the Ace of Trades. Then we had the Famous Fox, which went for 230K. Tubby Cat went for 100K by Aki or Achi, however you want to pronounce it. And then the lowest was the TFF, of course, based off of pricing, went for 46.9K Foxy. So I didn't total that up. I should have totaled that up. Let's see here real quick. I'm going to use a little bit of the calculator setup. And we'll just count that as 47 just because I don't have time. 427.5. Yeah, so about 1.85 million Foxy between the six of those auctions. So pretty awesome. Certainly appreciate everyone participating in those. Sorry if you weren't able to win them. Definitely look out for our next set of auctions. At this current rate, they're only going to be getting better. So I'll throw that out there. Stack your Foxy as best as possible. And now you're at least getting an idea from for some folks how serious people want to be for winning these auctions, because the prizes are pretty legit. I forgot that actually Dev pushed out. I didn't even see this announcement, I'll be honest with you. Dev did push out that form for folks that had unstaked their Foxes within that time frame if they still kind of owned it. So there's a form in there in our announcements from 331. So if you want to fill that out, and you should read through it, because Dev's actually quite entertaining with regard to how he phrased the folks who are staking their Foxes or unstake them to get to claim your Orange Origins room. Then we had a little bit of fun yesterday. So we posted out an announcement that you could get your Foxes in 8K ultra high def. So if you go to famousfoxes.com/UHD, you could download your Fox, and it really would download a bronchified version of your Fox. It wasn't an 8K. It was an official April Fool's joke, although I don't think we ever actually said April Fool's to it. So maybe it's just for the culture that April Fool's jokes actually land pretty well. And yeah, people were throwing out their Foxes. I thought it was hilarious. I was traveling, so I had to get. I think Dev had found my Fox for it and sent that to me in a picture form, so I could change out my PFP, because it's just too good, to be honest with you. But yeah, we did that for the whole collection. I shouldn't say we. Brink really made all the assets. Dev compiled them. I'm just the guy on the sidelines that gets to play around with it and send it out to you guys and watch what happens. But they're pretty awesome. So if you haven't had a chance to go check out your bronchified Fox, feel free to jump in there. That went out yesterday in our announcements. So if you're wanting to poke back and find it, I don't think we'll make an official link for it. I think that'd be kind of silly, at least for right now, if there's enough of an interest in it. But I don't think we're going to take it down either, because I think it's pretty dope. So, so if you're interested, grab your UHD Fox, and feel free to post it on Twitter, post it in Alpha Foxes, wherever you want to post it. Love seeing them, and just like how drastically different yet on point they are from a traits perspective, and for people's PFPs if they've changed it. Dev still has his, I still have mine. I'm not planning on changing it anytime soon. It's just because they're just so well done. And let's see, updated the Foxy list UI a bit. So thanks to Winter for that. So you can bulk delist and update your NFTs from the listed NFTs section. So if you open up the Foxy list, you'll see Foxy list. Sorry. At the top, you'll see unlisted and listed NFTs. You can go through and you can do whichever action you'd like to from one or the other. And then the last thing that we posted out today really was the banner contest. So a huge shout out and congratulations to the folks that had participated and won. We had 18 submittals, and it was actually quite tight of a race between first and second, and then third and fourth and fifth. I even put the votes in there as well. So between first and second, it was off by 6 votes. And we did our votes, anonymously. And I think that's a good system to have for something like this, because if we didn't have it anonymously, I don't think we would have had this close of a race. And I thought it was pretty awesome that we had the outcome that we had. I think the art is fantastic that was created for all of these, especially all the winners, all the participants. Um, it's very well deserved for those that did win. And I'll say, keep an eye out on our updated website when it comes out. You will see these, and yeah, I think it's pretty awesome to kind of just showcase the talent that we have in here. I know I've said it multiple times before, but we have a lot of people in our community from a lot of different walks of life and a lot of talents and skill sets, and I never cease to be amazed at the talent that we end up having from our community kind of go through for our contests. And I even get people that DM me like, when's the next one? Just like, I'm not sure yet. There will be a next one. I think the engagement side, there's just so many benefits to kind of doing these things and to get the community involved, and to kind of give back a little bit at the same time. um, I'd love to have some more of these, not specifically for just a banner, but, for other kinds of ways that we can have our community showcase their talents, for items that we can, potentially use for our brands going forward. So I'll kind of pause there for a little bit. Let me jump around in chats just to see. Feel free to ping me if you do drop a question or if you have a question. Let me just see real quick. Someone's posting. Ah, man. Yeah, I see what I did wrong there. Apologize. So there we go. There's a poker game tonight too for anyone that's interested. It's being hosted by Crypto Croc Club. There's no buy-in for it. It's free to play, and I think they've got 45 soul worth of prizes. So feel free to jump in there and join that. I know a lot of people were kind of on edge with the Pistoleros ban or deleting of their Discord. If you kind of go through the terms and conditions for Discord, it's just based off of like the gambling side, it's primarily on like the entrance fee into something and getting paid out from there. So I know a lot of communities have kind of cut back on the way that they're doing, poker engagements, and so really it's just kind of on different Discords how they kind of provide it. But yeah, this should be pretty interesting. I'm gonna jump in there. It starts in about 27 minutes for anyone that is interested. And again, there are Discord links posted over there. So that's going on, and I just had to update the timing on it. I just saw someone mentioned that. How about you, Brink? You got anything going on? I know you jumped up here. I made you co-host. I don't know what you have going on. I just saw you join.
I'm absolutely hammered right now.
Yeah, what's up?
Someone sent me the unofficial Famous Fox Weekly VC drinking game. And these are just not fair. One sip if you say Solana, one sip if you say Foxy. If you talk about the price of Sol, one sip. If you say Brink or Bronc, 2 sips. I'm a couple beers deep here.
I was
gonna say, what about if I say on the side of things?
Ooh, you know what? If that happens, you just finish your drink.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably have to chug. Also, we don't condone drinking.
No, I'm talking about
drink responsibly.
Yeah. I'm talking about root beers.
Yeah. That's true.
Anyways, what's going on?
The same old. I'm just poking through chats to see.
You want to talk about the April Fool's joke? Because that was one for the ages, huh?
Yeah, of course.
Well, you know me. That was just one of those spur of the moment ideas. Actually, after it happened, I was like thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure we talked about doing that months ago. It seems like months ago, but I'm sure if I sorted through our DMs, there'd be like, or if it was in the Discord, there was some mention of doing like a full collection of Bronx for everybody for April Fools.
Yeah.
And then when did I send you and Dev that message? Like the day before?
Yeah, it was
2 days ago, before. Like in the morning. Like it would be so funny if we did this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it'll only take me about 2 hours tops. These things are shitty. They don't take any time at all. Boy, did I make a mistake.
I don't think you made a mistake. I think whatever mistake you made is beautiful.
Yeah, I made a good mistake on that one. But yeah, I grossly underestimated how much time it was going to take to do that, because there's a fine art to crafting shitty things, because you think they're shitty, but they're exceptionally shitty. So there's a lot of extra attention that goes into them. I was actually changing them. I would go through and I would draw something like, not quite the shitty I'm looking for. So I would redo it. And then I was like figuring out the layering issues.
Oh yeah.
But once I got it done, once I had redrawn every single, because I started with, what's the first thing I did? I think the first thing I did was the eyes. And then I went on to doing the mouths, and then I was like, these aren't too bad. And then as soon as I started doing the hats, it's like, okay, afro, that's pretty easy. Astronaut, and then I started getting to some of the other ones. Like, oh Jesus, the variations didn't take a lot of time, because once I had like a backwards hat or something done, I could pretty much just swap the colors and be done with it. But yeah, I would make something, and then I would go back to make it just like a little bit extra special.
Yeah.
And then we figured it out. It worked out well. I was super happy to see everybody. It was funny too, because Dead Gods had released on April 1st as well. Like the first time you could get them was yesterday, and people were commenting like you were seeing way more shitty foxes than you were seeing Dead Gods posted on Twitter. Which is pretty hilarious, because the Dead God art was like amazing, hands down, super good art. Shout out to Scum. But yeah, just the fact that the two opposites of the spectrum, like some of the best art you can see, and then the shittiest art you might find on the blockchain, happens in the same spot on the same day. So it was a clash of the titans, if you will, on that. But yeah, I swapped back. I'm not using the April Fool's one anymore. I swapped back to the Crown Fox. I still haven't. I feel like I'm still getting some good mileage out of this bad boy before I pick up the next one. I'm eyeing this Astra that just got listed, so I'm just doing some cyber sleuthing, see if I can find out who's the owner of it and talk some sense into the guy.
I was gonna say there was a nice Astra that went earlier today. Is it the 50 soul one you're talking about?
Let me pull it up. It is, the one with the skull hat, and he's sleepy. I need a sleepy fox. I don't have one yet. Yeah, and I really need a FASA.
I was gonna say I actually have he's not a twin, so I've got a light FASA with the skull hat, but he's got the orange, red, yellow shades. So he's pretty dope.
Something about that one, the color scheme just spits. I told you I've been printing out some of my NFTs, right-clicking them and sending them to Walgreens to get them printed.
What about that one had to have sold? The one that was listed at 510 today, the FASA with mutant.
FASA with mutant. Did I miss that?
Yeah, it got sold.
It did.
That one's fire.
Yeah, that one was super nice. You know, I'm a fan of the mutants. Super nice.
Solana hat, 35. Solana.
Oh god, no! You said it twice. Now I have to drink twice.
Yeah, I know. Solana hat with the mutant eyes and a FASA. I mean, awesome fox.
The Bert custom piece that you posted is just amazing.
Bert is amazing. Oh shit, you have that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bert is an enigma.
Post that in alpha.
Oh no.
Post a picture of that one in alpha.
Why?
Because it's to show off how clean it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 30 ding messages if it's something I like. Just fair warning.
Possibly.
Yeah, definitely. Or if you want me to post it, yeah, send it over to me and let me throw it out there real quick.
Alright.
Yeah, my wife doesn't really want to dox herself as a fox whale.
Kind of have.
Just secretly hanging out in the background.
She owns most of my foxes. I just give them to her for her to like play around with missions and stuff. Also, that crown fox listed for 72. That's pretty legit.
I told my fiance earlier today. I was like, "Hey, you remember that time I told you to buy a fox?" Like, yeah, should have done it. Should have listened.
Do you bring that up now commonly in conversation?
No, not particularly.
Man, there's a
But it
lot
was
of good.
Is she into any NFTs at all?
No.
Did she watch that South Park episode with you?
She started to and got bored of it, but now she's like, "Hey, this NFT is worth this amount of money." Oh, cool. Pretty much so. She likes the art. She likes boxes. She
Yeah.
doesn't own any. She's not really into the tech of it.
All right,
Doesn't
Bronk.
really get it.
This is going in alpha.
Oh, that's a nice box.
You meant that?
Did you-
Yeah.
No, wait. This is the one I paid for.
You bought that?
Yeah. I got.
You got to tag Marvin for
Invite
Headset DAO
me.
for that one.
Did.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are taking these out of circulation.
Yeah, no, super fucking clean. Not gonna lie.
That deserves reaction spam.
Yeah. Go get the reaction spam.
Reaction spam. There it is.
I'm following you. I see someone posted something in Federation. Let me go check that out.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on it for you too. I don't see any questions as of yet.
Okay. I like this question. So the question here, they're asking if this is real. So there is a we don't have a perfect system for it yet. So I'll start off by saying that we did put a form for people that have won the merch tokens, whether it's for NFT, FTX graphics, a hoodie, a shirt, a mug, a famous fox, a transdimensional fox. Like, there's a bunch of different prizes you can get from missions, but you have to actually win those tokens from missions, and there's instructions for you to send it to a specific wallet and post the transaction associated to it, and then submit that form. So I had to clear out like 30 of these forms today because people are just asking basically for a free famous fox to their wallet address, and that's not what it's for. Like, that's not how this works. So about blank, I'm not sure if you're in here. If not, I'll still send a message out. Yes, it's legit, but it's legit for folks that have actually won those tokens. We're working on making a better system for it. Until we have that in place, that's kind of our temporary. And I'll even go as far as to say we're still working on finalizing our designs that we want to do for our initial merch push for the loot, but then what the initial push is going to be for our brand merch too. So it hasn't been finalized. It does take time to get in touch with people, to get designs back, to kind of, workshop them, get them to what we want. I don't know if it's going to be perfect. We just want it to be good for when we are officially ready to launch them. So once we have them, I've already gotten I think maybe half a dozen or so backed up for folks that we're going to be sending them out to, and then we'll have like a line of merch that can be purchased publicly, and then we'll kind of build out from there. So it's going to be we have a couple of different things going, juggling a couple of these balls in the air, if you will. But we will have official merch coming. Maybe if I can try and put it on myself by the end of this month, I'd say hopefully sooner than that. But yeah, that famous Fox merch and loot form, that's for folks that have won those tokens from missions. Shaq, Aki, Solana.
Stop it.
Well, Shaq's the one that said it. I'm just repeating what he said.
I'm calling him Shaq. You just go explicitly by the name. Okay, though Goneril.
Yeah, though Goneril.
Though
He
Goneril.
fixed his name too, because it used to be MTOO, and I know I sent that over to you, so it was Nutu or Into. I see you in there, Newt. I see you down there.
My name in Discord is just Orange Circle now.
That makes sense.
I fully embrace it at this point.
I feel like that makes the most sense.
My crowning life achievement. It's all downhill from here.
Well, the problem's the problem's going to be actually pinging you, but it's not, because it's not based off of that name. But yeah, I'm not going to be surprised when like everybody's name is just Orange Circle, and then I think that makes the most sense.
Sir Fink asked, "Do you anticipate merch being sold for Foxy, Soul, or USDA, whatever that is?"
USD.
Usta? Wait,
Yeah,
where's that at?
USDA. I don't know what chain that is in Fox Chat.
In Fox Chat.
Must be like a new chain or something.
Oh, good question, Surfing.
I just googled it. USDA is down.
Usta's down. It's probably down like 99% over the past like 80 years. Is that right?
I don't know, but it's not looking good.
Yeah. Good question. I'm not sure on the Foxy part yet. I think the trick is if we do Foxy and Soul, that puts that dangerous way of associating one price to another. Initially, it's going to be a push from a larger scale side for Usta, whatever that chain is. And then the merch token side, that's going to be for free for folks that win those. So it's worth mentioning. Usta is going to be for like more official stuff initially, and then merch tokens free for those that win them from our missions. We will work on getting Soul Pay built in for official merch. That way, it's kind of all structured. I'll say more in line with us as a project on the Solana blockchain, and then we'll try and figure out if we can. One way or another integrate Foxy, whether that's for exclusive merch that you just get with Foxy that you can't get with Solana, or if it's something different. But yeah, initially USD, eventually Solana, and then we'll figure out a Foxy way of building it in as well. Good question. Also, feel free to ping me when you say questions. That way I know where to jump to, just because I don't want to miss anything within here. Achy breaky Solana. I think they're just trying to make you drink.
Yes. I like this game.
This is a fun game.
I'm actually drinking orange soda, so it's on them. I'm gonna get diabetes.
Okay, I mean that sounds
game.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
The long game.
What was I looking up here?
The Bert message.
Wait, which Bert message?
Oh my god, in Fox Chat just a little bit ago. Someone came into the Discord just looking for an artist, and Bert was recommended to him.
Yes, incredible. I mean, it makes sense.
Shout out to all the Fox homies. Shout out to Nyaman, Tamashi Souls, all the beautiful people here. Meow. You ever say that and it sounds like a car going by? Meow.
Yeah, that reminded me of Jeff Dunham, right? He was pretty good at that.
Anybody want to put a hand up and come speak with us?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I'm definitely open. I mean, I know there's 11 minutes till that game. If anyone wants to go over there and play, I'm looking actually to see how to register. Let's see.
That's fine. We're not forcing you up here.
Yeah, no one has to come up.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah. You're so funny.
No, you are. Ooh, a new Fox in Fox Chat. That's exciting.
Always love when we get new foxes.
I gotta show them all the great gifts that we've made.
New ones or old ones?
I was gonna say, I feel like I need to be seeing these new gifts as well.
I had to remake the sinking gift today because there was a hitch in one of the fox heads that's been bugging me. So it's like the most high quality GIF I've made.
Yeah.
It's like freaking 4K. That's 4K Ultra HD, if anything.
8K Ultra HD.
That is a nice box.
I love the mouth.
Okay, they put it in
Nice
there.
box. Perfect.
Oh man, that's so good.
For anybody listening that's not already aware, if you press in Discord Control-G, it brings up the GIF menu. You can also search for famous foxes and enjoy the wide display of GIFs.
Do they show up in?
Life.
Do they show up in Twitter too?
Yes, they do, because it's all tenor.
That's what I figured.
Did you see the phallus foxism thing?
No, that sounds hilarious though.
I don't know how or why this happens. I'm guessing it's just like a typo. There's just some search leniency. If you type phallus foxism in the GIFs, you get a surprise. And it's a great surprise. But it's it sounds like some ancient, like an old language.
It doesn't sound like a good thing to search.
It doesn't, but the results are surprisingly orange. Yeah, Dev made a joke about it because phallus.
Wait, did you search for it?
Because Alice.
Real mature.
Yeah, real mature break. Hilarious.
Did you see in the Fox fan art channel someone animated the April Fool's foxes, one of the 8K foxes?
Wait, no, we're in the banner channel?
No, the Fox fan art channel, someone animated an 8K.
Fan art. Oh, dude, it's so good. Ren. He's pretty good at that. He did a good TFF.
Yeah, the link that he with the Pringles fox looks really good too.
Yo, what? I don't know who this jungle architect dude is, but I feel like we've got to contact him. Scroll up a little more.
Oh, yeah,
check that out.
Yeah, I want.
That one's nice.
Good luck getting that. That thing would go for a mint.
Ugh.
I think the Xeno record may be long-standing, but yeah, there's definitely been some Fox fan art that I've seen that could give the record a run for its money, for sure.
Yeah, I'm contacting him.
Gotta go for it.
Oh, damn.
Orange Panther. That's the one.
And it looks like the tournament for Crypto Crocs is on WebGG. Or club.gg. So anyone that wants to play that, you have to use that site.
Coming up in 7 minutes.
Yeah. You still have
a little bit of time. I was thinking about that. Did you set something up differently to coordinate for any poker games? Or are we just kind of indefinitely pausing that on Fridays for now, out of caution?
Indefinitely pausing that for now, out of caution. I changed out the title for those from Poker Fox to Event Foxes. So for anyone that wants,
good call.
Yeah, so that way, I mean, it could be event, like it's whatever events, not specific for poker, but
yeah, that makes sense. I feel that.
Yeah,
the Pistoleros thing, I think I'd mentioned to you in DM. That's probably just a matter of they had like a mass report on them.
Yeah.
Plus, it was a newer Discord, but yeah, it would definitely not be fun to have to deal with that. I know that partner Discords have a little bit of leniency where you actually have someone who will reach out to you if you get reports, but in any case, if it's just like a random server, they'll just shut it down.
Yeah.
Because they have nothing to lose by just closing down whatever server is breaking their rules.
Yeah, and and it's tricky too because I mean, the engagement side. I mean, there's a lot of poker projects and gambling things. Like, there's so much of that exists in Discord. So it's got to be very tricky for them to sustain I'll say like tackling all these people from doing this.
Yeah, that's why it's just a matter of reporting, because technically streaming copywritten media is against their TOS, but every Discord that I know of does movie nights and things like that. So it's just a matter of getting reported and the evidence being there, I suppose, which movie nights is probably harder to get evidence for, I suppose. But I would guess that Pistolero server was like a combination of everything bad. Like, it was new, they were promoting against TOS, people reported it. So, and they probably had a lot of members join at one time, so it was probably a no-brainer for them to just cut that one.
So I think so too. Yeah, it was interesting. There was actually I jumped into the Shark Tank that was done by FoxyDAO yesterday, and I didn't realize. I mean, it makes sense, but with Minecraft, there's a lot of projects use Minecraft type things too. Their TOS is pretty intense with folks that try to monetize Minecraft. They'll like shut shit down for you, and I don't know if a lot of people really realize that.
We're doing stuff within Minecraft?
Yeah.
I sent that guy a ding that fasted Fox, so wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. I mean,
be a nice one.
Yeah, if you can get it, that one's solid.
Man, my collection is looking pretty nice. I think my next move might be consolidating TFFs into a famous
FFF.
Fox.
Yeah,
I think that might be a good move.
Yeah.
Just because I'm more about the collection side of things, if you will.
Yeah, side of things.
Side of things. When you go to the restaurant, do you get a side of things?
It depends on what I'm ordering for my main course.
What's the go-to? You have limited options being a vegan.
Quite limited. Yeah.
You can't go just anywhere.
What's that?
You can't just roll up to any restaurant. You gotta
just about. You'd be surprised.
What's the go-to then? Like eggplant parmesan?
No. Well, you could do eggplant parmesan sans cheese.
And butter.
And butter, depending on how they make it. But no, it depends. I mean, if it's just like your average, random bar, usually burgers, like an Impossible Burger, Beyond Burger, it's not the healthiest, easiest, but you certainly can.
Do you know who Casey Frey is?
I do not.
The old Vine comedian. Hold on, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this in Alpha. This picture. Every time I think of something vegan, I just think of this tweet that the guy made. It's a picture of Beyond Sausage, and then he tweets, "Vegans, this y'all king." It just looks so unappetizing.
Oh, it's the freezer pack that thaws, so they all look like limp dicks. I know exactly.
What is that?
No, I don't know if he shared it.
I did share it.
Did you share it? It's so funny.
Yeah. Sure.
They are actually pretty good.
Actually.
Have you ever had this one? Man. This one looks specifically appetizing.
Oh my.
Wait, what's the other one that he posted?
Oh man,
that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, the other one was the.
What's the other one?
Yeah, the other one was.
It's just a tweet. It's just funny. That one actually looks a little bit more shapely.
Oh yeah. No, I was thinking the second one you posted.
The infamous Beyond Sausage squished down into nothing.
Is this y'all's king?
Yes.
What?
Oh.
We just started something we can't undo. What the hell? That looks like one of those little fireworks you light up and then it stains the sidewalk for 30 years.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Satanic.
I didn't even get that. You had it saved to your computer? Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
Wait, how do I have insufficient balance?
Man, we just have so much fun in our spaces. People are missing out big time.
time? Or
Yeah.
anyone like
famous
kind of
Fox Alpha, everyone.
jump in to talk as well, or is everyone just like emojis? Because that's what I do. I just do emojis.
Yeah, emojis mostly. Every once in a while, you get they removed 100, so no one knows what to do anymore.
Yeah.
It's either like a clap or a laugh.
Yeah.
Twitter's got to get it together, man. No orange circle emoji. It's a damn shame.
Game changer.
Yeah, I'm still pretty salty that they got rid of the 100%. Not gonna lie.
I wonder what the reasoning was for that. That was like a universally unpopular change.
Well, see, it's interesting to me because I feel like the coding side for the emojis that you react to in a Spaces should be very, very simple. It should be all the emojis that you have as standard on an Apple device or whatever.
Or like even the first, I don't know, like your most common.
Or let you pick them.
Yeah.
Because
it's a lot of emojis in the Apple, like.
Yeah, that's true. Give me.
Shit, I'd buy them. I'd buy them for $1 each.
So would I.
Yeah.
Put me in charge.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's just so strange to me, and I don't know. I missed the 100. That's the long way of me saying I missed the 100.
Mm-hmm.
But
what a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Damn shame.
Well, I don't know if anybody else wants to chat. Not that I want to cut you off. I know we're coming up to our hour here, and I certainly appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Let me just jump in. Let me just see if there's anything that's open, outstanding that I can answer. If there's any questions, my DMs are also always open. So just to kind of throw that out there for anyone, if I don't answer it for you in here, if you didn't ping me, you guys posting stupid things.
Does anyone want to know any questions? Like, now's the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people know that from our Spaces in the past. Yeah. But you've got contact with us. We're always around. We're always building. Can't wait to show you guys some of more of the things that we're working on, especially for our website redesign. I know Brink's happy about it. Sent me over some things today that he's looking at. Aki Solana.
Some super alpha going on here today.
Did that for Bronk.
I love that Shaq's in the DAO. It just makes it, so great.
Shaq.
Yeah, the Shaq.
The Shaq. The real Shaq.
There's only one Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Obviously, the Shaq.
Shaquille
O'Neal.
That's what your name should actually be. It should be Shaquille
O'Neal.
Yeah.
It's me, Shaq. Shaq Attack. Yes.
Yeah, Shaq Attack.
Shaq Fu is one of the best. That was like a game of my childhood, man.
Is a Shaq Attack like somebody from New England that goes to get like a milkshake or something?
What?
A shack.
Like a house shack?
No, like a they call it a shack instead of a shake.
Do they?
I don't know. It would seem right.
Is this some boomer humor I'm just missing?
Confirm that?
I think it's more so. It's not. I mean, I don't know. Boomer humor, probably.
Maybe. Boomer humor is a whole genre.
Yeah.
He wrote the book. He would know.
Hilarious. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna cut you guys loose. I love hanging out with y'all. Maybe we'll fire up a voice chat or something in the DAO, but just to spare folks from a longer than an hour recording of us just with us just vibing, with us
just
chatting about Beyond sausages that look like limp dicks.
But I was really enjoying the game of not drinking with Bronk.
We'll take it to the voice chat in the DAO.
The orange soda.
Jump into the voice chat if you want to hang out. We'll talk more alpha.
Drinking my orange soda.
With your orange soda. If you don't have access to it, you just have to buy a famous Fox, and then you'll be able to chat with us in there.
Idea.
For the low price of 20 Solana.
20,
that's still crazy.
20 Solana.
Still crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Anyways, I'll throw it anyways at you.
You want to throw anything out there? You want to let the people know anything before signing out?
Don't ever stop chasing your dreams.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Go
I
big or
love
go
it.
home.
I agree with Bronk on this one.
Life's a garden. Dig it.
Never stop chasing your dreams.
Dig it.
The best thing that someone can say to you is no, that you can't do it. That's been something that's been constantly said to me before. And look where we're at now. So
Never stop, never stopping.
never stop, never stopping, and all the Bronk
Keep
things
on
you can.
keeping on is my
Sheko Newt.
No.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
All right, well, just keep an eye out for this to get posted to YouTube for those of you that are looking for them. We'll sign out here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your evening tonight and tomorrow. And, we'll keep an eye out for our announcements tomorrow as well. Start for a new set of missions. And,
who's excited?
Yeah.
Throw up some emojis for new missions because I freaking love them.
Yeah. Heck yeah. All right, you guys have a good rest of your weekend. We'll chat with you guys soon.